On today's High End Gaming, we talk about Metal Gear Solid, the entire timeline of the story, some cool questions I'm going to ask Ted because he is an expert on Metal Gear Solid and all things Snake and Big Boss. And I don't really even know who Big Boss is because I stopped playing after the second game. I'm your host, Matt, and with me is my co-host, Teddy. We do not have a guest today. It is just the two of us. It's just a two-piece. And it's not because we couldn't find a guest. It's because we didn't want one. All right. So Teddy, what games you play this week?
What games? Honestly, I'm still hooked on to that emulator.
What games on the emulator though?
Oh man,
it's the Dreamcast emulator, right?
Yeah. So okay. It's like Street Fighter, Third Strike, Capcom versus SNK 2, Marvel versus Capcom 2, and like Guilty Gear, and mostly fighting games.
Yeah, you said Capcom SNK 2?
Yes.
Dude, that's the best one.
I think so.
I didn't play them all, but you know, I had like a bootleg version, and you know how like bootleg games still worked on PS2 and shit. And that was like, I don't know who lent it to me, but they said it was the best game ever. It might have been Rich. I might have taken it from Rich.
Not sure.
Shit. It was PS1, but it was in like a PS2 case.
Okay.
So that's how you knew it was bootleg.
Well, yeah, they had the first one was for PS1, and then the second one was for PS2.
Okay, I might have been PS2 then. I can't remember. But it was definitely SNK2, so I guess it was PS2.
But yeah, they're both good. Both of them are good.
Yeah, that was I didn't play as many fighting games, but they the ones I did play, I you could tell. You can almost tell right away if you like it or not. Like
Yeah.
That's how it was with Killer Instinct for me.
Dude, that shit. I never really got into it like that.
Well, that was like the only Super Nintendo fighting game that I had. We didn't have. Was Street Fighter on Super Nintendo?
It was.
Yeah, I didn't have Street Fighter. You know, my life probably would have been way different if I had Street Fighter. It was Street Fighter 2, right? On Super Nintendo?
Yeah, Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, and my life would have been different for sure.
But yeah,
my introduction to Street Fighter was the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie.
Oh man, the most unintentionally hilarious movie you will ever watch. If you watch it again, you are going to laugh your ass off. It's great.
I'm excited for that episode,
dude. Man, dude, that's gonna be great. You are going to laugh your ass off.
I'm gonna watch the movie before too, the Jean-Claude.
Because I don't know, some people like to compare that movie to the first Mortal Kombat, but I think the first Mortal Kombat movie was like a masterpiece. Like, just a great movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to rewatch all of them because that could be a good.
Dude, that
good
sounds like a torture night. Fucking with the Mortal Kombats. Because after the first one
and Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Just those two. Maybe the Street Fighter 2 anime.
Oh man, which one?
The one where it takes Ryu like 5 episodes to learn the Hadouken, and like
you're talking about Street Fighter V. The show.
Yeah, not the anime, not the American one.
Man.
The Japanese one where he literally like
he's on a beach and he's like moving his arms.
He's on a beach moving his arms for like 3 episodes straight.
That shit was pretty tight.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna have to get into Street Fighter another time. So what I want to talk about? Oh wait, I didn't tell you what I was playing. I've been playing Splatoon.
Oh shit! How's 2. That?
It's good. I'm gonna let you borrow my Switch for a week or 2.
Yeah, no longer than that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll feel like separation anxiety.
No, I know how you feel.
But plus, my girl's got a Switch. But like the things on the Switch I want you to check out is Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild for sure, and then Splatoon 2, and then any other game you want to check out. But those 2 specifically.
Yeah.
They're like
I've heard of Splatoon
and the new Smash.
Oh, I heard Splatoon is like one of those competitive games now.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's only multiplayer. It's like the Call of Duty of Nintendo.
Damn. Yeah, I might
Yeah,
have to check that out.
yeah. No, it's good. I just re-upped the internet on it, so it's all
Yeah,
good.
that's like 20 a month, right, or some shit.
It's 20 a year.
20 a year. That's not that bad.
Yeah, and it gives you the Nintendo emulators and the Super Nintendo emulators. I was telling you the other day. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Fucking Donkey Kong Country for fucking free, and Super fucking Metroid for free too.
That's
It's
pretty
just
dope.
well, I guess it's not free. It's like $1.50 a month. All right, so we were just about to get into
We're talking
the
about
actual
Splatoon.
yeah, we're talking about Splatoon, and we're just about to get into what's it called, Metal Gear. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, because this is like where you live.
Yeah, pretty
This
much.
is the world that you live in.
Yeah.
So let's start off with the beginning of the timeline, which
With
is the
Metal-
first episode, the first book, first game, Snake Eater.
yes, yes, yes.
All right, so give me a rundown of what Snake Eater is about.
Okay, so basically, Snake Eater is um, it's a story of John. Uh, His nickname is Jack, so they call him Jack sometimes. But his code name is Naked Snake, and forgot what the year is.
1964. I'm looking at
19,
the
1964.
chronology.
Awesome, thank you. So, man, all right. So 1964, he goes on this mission to infiltrate the place. I believe it's called Solino Yarsk to
Yeah,
get the scientist Sokolov to bring him back to the U.S. He's been making a basically is a Metal Gear, which is a walking battle tank that could have nukes on it, and it can launch a nuke and an ICBM from anywhere in a world. Um,
this is the first. That was the first Metal Gear ever made.
I'm trying to remember what its name was.
Was it called Snake Eater?
No, it wasn't called Snake Eater.
Because normally it's like, well, you got
It
that
was
was
it was
Peace
it was
Walker.
called the Shagohod. It was called the Shagohod,
Okay.
and so
Now, from what I understand from that game, because I watched my brother play it, he's trying to find his like mother figure, the boss, like the woman who like trained him and shit.
sorry, what?
So from what I understand, Snake Eater, he was trying to find the boss, his like mother figure, the woman who trained him,
Yeah, yeah, the woman
because
that
she
taught him.
defected.
Yeah, yeah. Apparently, she defected. So the thing is, like, she's like one of his correspondents in the mission as he's doing the mission. So he's talking to her, and like the first couple minutes of the mission when he lands, he jumps out the helicopter. Um, he does a halo jump onto the into Russia or whatever. So he lands. He's talking to her. She, by the way, is um, the mother of CQC, close quarters combat, which is
Oh, okay,
the style, the combat style they invented together. So they
right.
invented that shit together. So he's close with her, but like she basically raised him though.
So did he drink any milk? Did he get any milk from her?
I
How young was this? How young did he like?
I don't know. They
What
don't.
was young Snake eat? What was young Naked Snake's life like?
Well, he was a Green Beret. He was a Green
What
Beret.
about like when he grew up? Like he was a kid. What he went into the army.
No, I forget how old he was in Snake Eater, but he was in his 20s to 30s in Snake Eater.
Yeah. Well, shit. He's alive in 2014 in Guns of the Patriot.
Yeah,
So that's literally 50 years later. Oh, okay, so I guess he's in his 70s. That's not.
yeah, yeah. But it's crazy because all right, so like you've seen what he looks like in that, right? Like
Yeah.
the end scene or whatever. So they basically used the one clone for his body parts to like because he was in like some state of he was neither alive nor dead. He was being kept alive with nanomachines,
What
And
year was this? What game was that?
um, that's after the MSX Solid Snake game. He
Oh, so he was like already nanobotted out in 1964.
yeah. Well, not really. Not
Was he just a
really.
regular person in Snake Eater?
Yeah, he's just a regular person, a snake eater.
Okay.
After he dies is when his body gets picked up and then like kept alive so he can be like an icon.
When does he die? Oh, that's at the end of Ground Zeroes.
No, 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 no. Um, so Ground Zeroes and Metal Gear 5 is still before the MSX games, which the MSX games are Metal Gear Solid. No, not Metal Gear Solid, just Metal Gear and
Yeah, and then
Metal
Solid
Gear
Snake.
Solid Snake. Yep.
Those are yeah, and those take place in like 95 and 99. But those were the first games.
Yeah, those are like right before the first Metal Gear Solid.
And he's like the bad guy in those.
Yeah, but it's crazy because like it's the Patriots making you think he's a bad guy because he's against the Patriots.
Yeah,
So like the whole time you think he's a bad guy, but he's really a good guy, and you the player were the one being manipulated into killing him, and that's basically like how it is through most of the games.
right. Yeah, you're constantly getting lied to. Just like, well, Snake, Iroquois Pliskin is another name he goes by. Solid Snake goes by in the
Hmm.
later game.
Yeah,
It's 100% based off Snake Plissken in fucking the Escape from New York, Escape from L.A.
exactly,
movies.
exactly. Yeah,
Which
literally,
he loses a fucking eye and shit. Like he has a fucking eye patch.
and like the there's like a message in these games like basically if you don't know your history you're doomed to repeat it. So like basically most of the stuff that happens in Metal Gear Solid 1 it already happened in Metal Gear like the MSX games, and then like
Yeah.
most of the stuff that happens in Metal Gear 4 had already happened in Metal Gear Solid. So it's like
Well,
this weird thing with like time and like the clones and like them repeating past mistakes.
okay. Yeah. So Metal Gear, the first one, that's Solid Snake. You play a Solid Snake, right?
Yes, which is the he is the inferior clone.
Yeah. Him and Liquid are twins, though, right? They're both inferior, or are they different
No,
types of inferior?
Liquid is the superior clone, but he believes he's the inferior clone, and he holds all this hatred for Solid and Big Boss because he believes he's inferior when in fact he is the superior one.
So were they all made at the same time, or Solidus Snake, the
Uh,
one with the dumbest name?
yeah, the one with well, he looks the oldest, but
He
um,
becomes president.
yeah, he's president in the first Metal Gear Solid.
So the first Metal Gear. Okay, right. Now, now, yeah, he looks older. He was president.
But
Um,
the project was delayed from I forget how you say it. It's basically translates into the terrible children, and they cloned a bunch of them, but they still had mother. They still had a mother, but they don't explain how Solidus looks older than all of them.
so, all right, what comes after the events in Snake Eater?
Um, Peace Walker comes after the events of Snake Eater. Um, but the Patriots were living in Boston from 1737 or 1773. My bad, 1773.
That's so 3 years before the Declaration of Independence was signed.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
and
is that a coincidence? So basically what they're trying to say is the Patriots were created before America.
yeah. When America was being created, they were being created alongside and inside like the infrastructure of America.
Who was there any like real life people? Like who they say were like was Thomas Jeffy in this?
No,
Tommy Jeffy?
but they
What about Andy Hamilton?
I forget how they intertwined JFK with it. They intertwined
No, no.
JFK,
JFK is like the 60s of like 1960s.
but yeah, I don't know if anything before that they incorporate. Oh, um, like the first people who went on the moon or to
Yeah, that was in
orbit.
like the 1960s, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's all part of this too, because that's the boss's era.
Yeah. What's his
Snake's
era?
master.
Oh, the boss.
Yeah.
What's her era? What's like her time period? Well, I guess she dies in 1964
Um.
when Snake kills her in Snake Eater. She's the end she's the end boss, right? Or she's like one of the end bosses.
Yeah. Yeah. She's one of the last bosses in the third game.
Yeah, you fucking fight her in a field of flowers and shit.
Yeah.
And they're like white
And then
flowers.
you have a shootout with Ocelot, and
But
you let him
it's
go
the
for
real
some
Ocelot?
reasons. Yeah.
Dude, what's the deal with Ocelot? He seems fucking dumb. Like he's this guy, he has a fucking revolver, okay, it's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know, you kill Liquid, then Ocelot attaches Liquid's arm, right?
Yeah.
And then he fucking turns into Liquid, but then you find out he's not Liquid. The
He
fuck?
he brainwashed himself to take on that persona to, I guess, try to convince like the AI. This shit was really weird.
Oh, so only Liquid could use the AI.
Only people with boss genes.
Oh, the boss jeans.
Like his genes rule everything. Like, because if you remember in the first game, Metal Gear Solid 1 for PS1, um, they wanted what, $10 billion, and Big Boss's remains,
So that's where like the game really that's where like the shit really starts,
because
right?
they were like messing with soldiers' genes, and like they knew what
Yeah, they gave him
genes
Fox
were the
style.
dominant ones for battle. So they
Oh,
harnessed
so they
those
were trying to
genes.
make like the perfect soldier, right?
Exactly.
But yo, what but like to me a bit of a noob or not noob, a bit of a novice fucking Metal Gear Solid person. Like all that shit started, like the whole story really started in Metal Gear Solid on PlayStation, right? Like that was the first big game that had to have been the most successful,
It's
like
crazy
up to that
because
point, right?
that was the first 3D one, hence the Solid title. But the ones
Yeah,
on like MSX and shit,
yeah.
there
There
was
was
like
only
the
two.
MSX console, yeah. But those are canon and part of the story
Oh yeah,
timeline.
I know they're canon. I knew that, but for somebody, so like I think what I'm trying to say is I think Metal Gear got most of its fans after that one.
No,
You
no,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, I totally agree.
Because like, because so here's how it goes: who do you play as in the first
Solid,
two? You play Solid Snake,
yeah,
Solid Snake. Yeah, so it seems like one of those afterthought type, like Dragon Ball Z.
yeah,
Like they made Solid Snake story, and then they like this. So to me, it seems like they make the first two, and then they make Metal Gear Solid on PlayStation, and it's awesome.
yeah.
And then the Shadow Moses
And
incident.
most of the stuff you do in the PlayStation One, you do in the old games too. He just it was just the first one that was 3D.
Yeah, so it seems like the story, like the big deep story, was a bit of an afterthought. Because okay, so what's the story of Metal Gear Solid? He goes to kill Liquid. That's isn't that like the whole mission, or is it
Yeah,
like he goes to kill mission? He goes to kill Liquid slash investigate slash destroy a
yeah.
Metal Gear.
But the whole time they use him to activate Metal Gear because they didn't know how to. And
But
you
that's because it needs the boss genes, and the only reason. So correct me if I'm incorrect, but they only sent fucking Solid there because he had this disease that he was going to infect Liquid with the Fox style.
yeah, exactly. And it killed everybody on the base, or most of the like killed a bunch of people.
Who
The
didn't it kill? So
who
basically, anybody Solid Snake went near died.
like Decoy Octopus. He was that
Yeah,
first dude you meet in the cell, and you
yeah.
find out he was just trying to get information, and he like just had a heart attack right there. and then there's
Oh,
another
that was the
dude.
fox die.
Yeah, and then after the encounter with Ocelot, you meet that dude that gives you like the disc. He's
Yeah,
supposed to
is
call Meryl and shit. He dies from the heart attack.
who's the guy?
Um, I could look it up, but
Well, so all right, so I have a question though, because who's Miller? Is Miller in Metal Gear Solid?
yeah, but I believe I said Meryl. I tried to say
Yeah,
Meryl.
yeah, Meryl. But Miller, who is Miller? Because doesn't
That
because I remember in Metal Gear Solid that there's a guy who like talks to you over the comms, and he turns out to be Liquid the whole time.
yeah,
And
that's
doesn't he pose as Miller? Oh,
yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Miller, he killed Miller. You find out at the end what happened to Miller. They said Miller was slaughtered in his home.
Yeah, yeah, like 2005 or some shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Yeah,
think. I'm trying
I
to get
looked that up on
the correct chart.
Miller's a little bitch. He should have died anyway.
All right. I got a better
Now,
comprehensive list in front of me now.
so okay, so Solid Snake is basically used. Who sends him? Who is the ones who send him there?
The U.S. The U.S.
Okay,
Fox unit.
and who is in
Zero
charge of that?
runs it. Zero,
And Zero is the leader of the Patriots.
and yeah, he ends up being the leader because they set up the Patriots, and they're all a big team. But when the boss died, they felt like they needed to carry on her will, but they both couldn't decide, like mutually decide what it was, and they had a falling out.
Who? Big Boss and Zero.
Yeah,
Yeah, right. And isn't Zero just like a fucking like old ass dude? Like
yeah, he's just like some British dude who
he's
drinks
like
tea all the time.
yeah, but he doesn't even look like he can move. Fucking face is all fucked up. Looks like somebody shit him out of their anus. His
Yeah,
whole face looks like shit.
I can agree
Poop.
with that.
What? So so who was Liquid in all that? Like, what was the point of Liquid even? He was just
Liquid,
trying to fight against the Patriots, or what? He was all salty because he thought he was inferior
because
to
they,
Solid and Solidus.
yeah, but he wasn't. And what was it? He was trying to just, they were all just trying to break free from the Patriots because they knew they existed and they were out there. And ultimately, they control you in the games for all the actions that you do. Like all that was
Yeah,
predicted by them. And
and then
so that it's like, can you really call these guys bad guys because of that? You know,
well, yeah, is Liquid really a bad guy?
I don't think so.
He's like a kind of a bad
But he
guy.
hated Big Boss.
Now, does Solid Snake hate Big Boss?
Um, I guess not at the end of four, but I guess like he used to. But like
So
he killed him in the MSX game, right? Twice.
Solid does. Solid does.
Uh, well, if you really want to get into it,
Yeah, do.
the first snake
That's
the first snake who dies is Venom Snake in Metal Gear Solid 5. He ends up
that.
dying.
So Venom Snake is who you play as in Phantom Pain,
Yeah,
who is the fake Big Boss, who's brainwashed to think he's Big Boss
the
with
real Big
nanomachines.
Boss you play in Ground Zeroes.
Yeah, and then the chick blow like at the end of Ground Zeroes, he saves what Chico and Paz. He's
Yeah,
the two people he saves those two,
yeah.
and she like they like pull a bomb out of her stomach, and then she's like, "No, there's another bomb," and they're like, "No, we already got it," and then she jumps out of the helicopter and blows into a million pieces, and that's isn't that when Big Boss goes into a coma?
Yeah, but so if you look on in that cutscene real close, the medic who was operating jumps in front of Big Boss. He got fucked up the most. So
Yeah.
he's Venom Snake. They make him the snake for
Oh,
some reason.
the medic they make Venom Snake.
Yeah.
So they're just like, "Hey, we can't save your life, so we'll
because
just make you into Big Boss clone."
apparently that was like his best soldier in the last army. That's how they explain it. He was his best soldier, was always with him, so they made him a snake to distract what the real
They
snake
made
was
him a
doing.
snake. So what was big? Where? So okay. So so they basically explain that Solid kills Venom Snake by creating Venom Snake. So like in the first two games, when you kill Big Boss, you're actually killing Venom Snake.
You kill Venom Snake in the first one, but you kill Big Boss in the second one, I think.
Yeah, but Big Boss isn't dead.
Well, in the second MSX game, you kill him. You don't kill Venom. Venom's already dead.
Yeah, but in the second, how
Because
can the second one be
the,
canon
the second
if Big Boss
MSX game,
isn't? Yeah, if because at the
it's
end
it's like
of
2 years or a year after that should happen. Because he said, I'm gonna make this
but
guy
you
Big
see Big
Boss
Boss, you see
because
Big Boss at the end of Guns of the Patriot.
no, check it out. So the real Big Boss is like, screw this. He's a big boss now. Like, let him get some heat while I make my army in silence. So while Venom Snake's running around causing chaos, getting people on his army, Big Boss is recruiting a army that's not gonna come out until like 2 or 3 years from, you know,
Okay,
and that's the second MSX game.
so who do you kill? You kill Big Boss at the end of the second MSX game,
Yeah,
the real Big Boss.
yeah,
So where does that fit chronologically? Because you kill him as Solid Snake, and
yeah.
then you see him again in Guns of the Patriot.
Well, they rebuilt him from Solidus's body.
Jesus Christ, that's fucking so dumb. Get the fuck out of here. Dude,
Because
I'm
I don't know if you've seen that cutscene where they threw his body in the fire. That was Solidus burning in the fire.
So you're telling me at the end of so we just talked about like what leads up to Metal Gear Solid and how Metal Gear Solid ends.
Sorry.
Then comes Metal Gear Solid Dos, Sons of Libertad,
Yeah.
and you play as Justin Timberlake. And basically, what I understand in that story is they were trying to recreate the events of the first game so that they could create another hero like Solid
Yeah,
Snake,
yeah. They wanted to see if
which is
any
also dumb.
if anybody else could withstand like this type, whatever happened, they'd be a
So they
hero.
have so basically they're instead of just mass producing like vampires, the Sons of Liberty, and the fucking bomb guy who rolls around on roller skates, instead of just having multiple of those guys, they try and orchestrate this whole fucking crazy ass like terrorist thing to make more soldiers. Doesn't that's dumb.
Yeah.
I
But
get it
then
though.
like
I
Ocelot
like
was
it.
behind everything the whole time.
Yeah.
Because
So I
apparently Ocelot works for the Patriots, but was, I guess, like covertly working against them, being a, I guess, quintuple agent. I don't know how
uh,
you would say
qu-
that.
quadranical,
Yeah,
quadraxical.
like he's triple crossing everybody.
So he's like Patriots. He even betrays this fucking guy. Even betrays himself. He thinks he's somebody else. He's like somebody had to have told him like, listen, man, I know you got Liquid's arm. I know
I
uh,
don't think
you had
genes
to
work like
reattach it,
that.
but like, dude, that's not how it works. Like, he can't take over your body. Like, he didn't. I'm Ocelot. Like, yes, you're Ocelot. Don't pretend to be Liquid, and then now you're saying that you're pretending to be Ocelot because you want me to think you're Ocelot. Like, you're definitely Ocelot.
No, but he was badass in the first two games though.
He
Third
was the
game was a little
easiest
weird.
boss in Metal Gear Solid. He was the easiest boss. He was in that small ass room. You just had to run around, shoot him. Best gun. What's the best gun?
I think that gun's pretty good because you can
Ooh,
get that.
Ocelot's gun
You
or
can,
the first pistol in Metal Gear Solid?
oh, the USP or the
Is that what it
SOCOM?
was? Yeah, the SOCOM.
Yeah, the
Yep,
SOCOM.
that gun was fucking
I think in
awesome.
Europe they called it something different.
They called it the Suckum.
The
The,
FAMAS.
s-
Remember the
the s-
FAMAS?
yeah, I remember the FAMAS. I remember the Suckum.
No, but do you remember having that demo for the first game?
Oh yeah, dude, the demo was so hard. That was like the hardest game I'd ever played up to that point. And then my brother, because of that demo, he bought Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, yeah,
Like crawling into the vent and like getting in there where like the tanks were, and like crawling under the tanks and like trying to kill the guys, that breaking their necks, carrying them, dude. That was like that was a revolutionary game. That
yeah.
first Metal Gear Solid. It was like that's why I think like you want to name, was that PlayStation 1?
That was PlayStation 1. And like they gave you like such a
Right.
little amount of health in the beginning of the game, and
Oh
your
yeah.
health grew after each boss fight.
Yeah. Remember you got you smoke cigarettes and you would lose health. Like like you could just die from smoking
No,
cigarettes.
you could look at where the laser beams were in infrared without
Yeah,
infrared.
but if you smoked the cigarettes for too long, your health would go down.
It would go down all the way, or it would just stop.
It, now that I say it, I don't really remember. But I don't. It still hurt you a lot. It
Yeah,
hurt you
that's
as much
true.
as a couple bullets, which is
Yeah,
which is like smoke. Hey, smoking kills. You look cool,
remember the tank
and
fight? I used to not know
oh
how
yeah,
to beat that for mad long.
yeah, dude, that one was hard. I forget who the boss was, dude. I didn't play the remake on GameCube, but I always wanted to. I don't know why I don't. I
It's
should.
pretty good. It's all right. So it's Metal Gear
It's called the
One,
Twin
dude. It's
Snakes.
Metal Gear One basically with the Matrix combined. And
What is Metal Gear Solid?
yeah, well that specific version on the GameCube, it's its own version. That version
Oh,
doesn't exist.
what?
That version doesn't exist outside of the GameCube yet. Like that's like a special. It's not
Is it the same
special,
story?
but it's dude. If you look at, I'm surprised you haven't seen like the cutscenes. They're like legendarily like crazy cutscenes. It's so ridiculous.
That's the game though that I got stuck on Sniper Wolf, and I
Oh yeah,
just because you could save like whenever. Dude, that game, just like switching between all your items and like what was it, Otacon?
yeah,
Was that the guy you talk to all the time? Otacon. We're gonna talk about Otacon a little bit. 'Cause he was like he's the famous like snake like when he would die.
yeah.
Do you remember this? All right, so we were talking. So Sons of Liberty. So you're that's what my question was. So at the end of Sons of Liberty, the second major game, like the second big game, this was like the super anticipated like sequel to the first one where you play Snake the first 5 minutes and then
Okay.
which was terrible, which was miserable. I hated every aspect of that. Um,
So that's
the,
two. You're talking about the beginning of Metal Gear Two.
yeah, you play as Snake
That's
for a little bit and then you play as Raiden,
that's
which was a terrible troll.
2007.
That's not that long ago.
Like in the timeline, that's like
Never mind. When was it made? Was that
uh
like 1990? Was that like 2000?
no, I think it was before. No, it might have been.
The
I think
2000s are
about it.
weird for me. I don't know when stuff happened.
Yeah, that
People will
was
be like, "Yeah, that happened in 2009." I'm like, "Ah, I thought that was like 3 years ago."
let's
But hold up. So my question was, at the end, you're telling me at the end of fucking this game when you fight Solidus with a sword that he didn't die?
they got his body and they just like kept his body.
So
They kept his body in like what in like a suspended animation.
yeah, and then they just kept it around for in case they ever needed it for Big Boss.
What was that?
So they just kept it around if they ever needed it for Big Boss.
Yeah, exactly. For extra parts or whatever.
It's
They didn't really care about him.
But Solidus was the was the best one though. He was
Um,
the president.
he was supposed to be the perfect one, but he was able to be the president in what was it? He was the president in 2005.
Big Boss or Solidus?
Solidus,
Yeah, right. Gotcha.
and that was
So okay.
when the original game happened.
So I have a
Metal
question
Gear
for you.
Solid.
So have you heard of the philosophical idea, the ship of Theseus? Have you heard of this at
The
all?
philosophers, shit.
The stone, philosopher's stone.
No,
No.
it's the philosopher's legacy.
Yeah, I don't know what's that. Oh no. I'm asking you. I'm trying to talk about how they replace body parts. So here's the thing. Okay, the ship of Theseus is like this famous ship that whatever guy
Gotcha.
Theseus, he owned it. Well, one day, it was a famous ship. One day, a board had broken or rotted, so they take the board out and they replace it with another board, but they preserve that original board. They keep it in a room, and then after the years go by, another board, then another board, and they save all the old boards. But eventually, all the boards from the original boat have been replaced. Every single piece at some point over the years have been replaced because the old ones broke.
Yeah.
But then, so they have this whole almost new ship, but it's still the ship of Theseus, right? Because it's like they replace it one by one. But then, what if somebody came back, got all the old pieces, fixed them up, cleaned them, made them not broken again, and then built a second ship? Which ship then is the original? Like, what is the true ship of Theseus? You get how there's two now. So when you do that with the body parts, who's the real big boss? Who's the
It's
real
whatever
Solidus?
has the original brain, I assume.
Did you like my ship of Theseus thing?
It was really good. Really
Does it
good.
make sense?
No, it makes sense.
Because I
But
don't know. I don't think I missed anything. Because like
but
think
that's
about it.
like
Like
the
say
same thing with like they do with those muscle cars.
yeah
Fully restored, like, but like it's like not original. You can't really say
yeah it's not real.
original.
So like so Big Boss gets a blast to the face, and Solidus they keep his body alive, and then I mean what? All right, here's something. Solidus loses one eye, and then Big Boss loses the other eye.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You're correct.
So why at the end didn't they just use the other eye so Big Boss could have two eyes? Like which parts did they fucking keep?
You know what?
It's a,
Like, I guess
you
he
got
was too used to it that way.
too used to what?
Too used to
Having
that.
one eyeball? Hold on. You're telling me that they wheeled these motherfuckers into the same room on their gurneys and they're just like, what do we take? And then the first guy who said,
He
like,
wouldn't
well,
know it
why
was
don't we
me.
like what?
He would think I was a new snake. I got to keep my look.
But it's like, hey, like why don't we give Big Boss that
But
eye?
you don't know if his eye was working underneath
Yeah,
like
no.
that as an
Yo, but can you
accessory.
imagine that argument? Because they probably had to have that like discussion, like, yo, like, hey, let's
Dude,
use
I can
the
tell you right
Solidus eye.
now. I can tell you right now. No one has ever thought of that.
Yo, come on, they definitely have. You're telling me there's probably a doctor in the room, right? And he was just like, let's give Big Boss two eyes. Like, we're trying to make the best soldier. Why do we have two fucking Cyclops? Like, we should be lucky that they both lost opposite eyes.
Do you know how good that
And
one
then
eye was?
and then one of the guys, he goes to take the eye out, and the doctor grabs his wrist, and he's like, "What do you think you're doing?" And he's like, well, "We got to give like we're basically fucking taking all the parts from Solidus, we're leaving him with nothing, and we're making Big Boss, and we're not going to give him an eye." Like, no, like Big Boss, like he has one eye. All right, that's it. Like that's like
Yeah.
he has one eye. That's how it works. We're not going to replace it. It's another
Oh man, that's funny shit.
just another plot hole. Just another gaping brown rimmed plot hole that
Yeah.
I found in this fucking. Now that's the thing though.
Whew.
You get this great video game Metal Gear Solid, and like you get all this money, you get all this attention, and then you make the second one. And the second one's fucking good too, and then the third one's good too. And you're just like, dude, we need a storyline. That's how it happens. Like same with Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
first Dragon Ball series was like about Sun Wukong, right? We were talking about that with
Hmm.
about the Black Wukong game, which I'm definitely fucking getting.
Dude, yeah, dude, you finally saw the trailer.
Oh yeah, dude, I watched the entire thing.
Oh, that's
It looks
awesome,
real.
right?
It looks good. It looks like I hope it's not just like you're running around in the forest the whole time. Then I see you fighting on the fucking clouds and shit. It looks pretty good. I have high hopes for it,
Yeah, yeah.
but I will not be surprised if it betrays me and disappoints me.
Mm,
But so Goku, the story of Goku is just like he's the Monkey King, and then they pretty much abandon that in Dragon Ball Z and concoct this whole story that he's actually Superman.
it's pretty much the Superman story. It's even more like the Superman story now that Super exists because like of the Broly movie. You seen the Broly movie, right?
I have not,
Oh man.
dude. I know there's so much. I I got Funimation. If it's not on Funimation, here's the thing. I'm busy, right? I'm a busy guy sometimes, so I can't be reading Japanese subtitles or
No, it's in
English
English.
subtitles. Yep. Yeah, I know, but I can't find it in English. Is it on Funimation? I'll watch it tonight.
I'm not sure.
I haven't seen. I seen the Bardock movies. I haven't seen Broly. Is Broly Ultra Instinct?
No. Ultra Instinct is the Tournament of Power with Jiren.
No, but they fight. There's a movie, an Ultra Instinct movie that like the original guy who like invented Ultra Instinct.
You mean
It's on.
Beerus?
No, I can't fucking think of it. But Ultra Instinct, because they'll do that. They'll like have a movie that's not really canon, but it's kind of like
Yeah.
fucking.
But yeah, this is like the
Fucking
brand
Dragon
new.
Ball.
Like they revamped Broly. Like he's a different Broly than the before movies.
It might be Broly. I'll have to research. But my point is like they get these great stories and they have to like play pickup or play catch up after their success because they didn't have the full story thought out.
Yeah,
Like when they had this great success for Metal Gear Solid, for Dragon Ball.
yeah.
Uh, can't think of anything else right now. I'll think of something though. All
No,
right, so hold up.
it's all right.
So okay, so who do you think is better? Like, do you think Solid Snake or Big Boss is better?
Um, I like Big Boss's story more than I like Solid Snake's story.
Well, Solid Snake's story is pathetic.
It's sad as shit.
Yeah, he's just like he's a clone, so he's not even fucking real human. He's a clone. He's a George Clooney.
Yeah,
He fucking gets lied to for the first two games, and then when he has a game that's like, "Hey, here's your big game, bro, Metal Gear Solid," you're poisoned the whole time.
yeah. It was retarded.
They fucking poison him. They make him like a chemical.
Yeah,
Basically, it was like you're the only guy who can get in. But dude, isn't that the exact? Isn't that like the exact fucking story to the movies, like the Escape from New York, Escape from LA movies? They like infect.
that's what he
Yeah,
copied it off of, basically.
copied.
Yeah,
He fucking-
it's Escape from L.A. It's all those shits. It's all of them.
yeah, his name is Snake. I mean, come a snake. That's what he says. That's how he
Yeah,
sounds. Kurt Russell. Even though Kurt Russell is like one of my top five favorite actors.
really.
Here you go, Ted. For top three favorite actors of all time. Go
I
go.
I I have to say, Arnold.
Arnold, yes. Arnold
Um,
Schwarzenegger.
yes, yes. Uh
Dude, Kurt Russell's definitely up there. Have you seen the movie with Quentin Tarantino that it made? Death Proof.
no,
Oh man, Death Proof's some good shit.
really.
He's like he's like a stuntman, and he like kills people with his car. And his name's Stuntman Mike, and it's Kurt Russell. But
What?
also the Thing 1984 is my favorite movie of all time.
The what?
The Thing, 1984.
I gotta look that one up.
You've never seen The Thing? Oh my god, dude! I want to do an entire podcast on the movie The Thing.
Okay.
It's a it's one of those movies that you don't know who did it. You don't know who, like, it's like a shape-shifting alien. They discover it and then they don't know who's who. Like, they don't know who to trust.
That's the one that's in like the Arctic, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
1984 though. You got to watch the 1984 one.
Yeah, I
Okay, so you
remember
like
I remember seeing it long ago, but I can't tell you what.
yeah, it's one of those movies that every time I watch it I don't know. You could like have a different perspective each time. So okay, so quick
It's
back
like the
to Big
Body
Boss and
Snatchers,
Solid
right?
Snake.
But like
Yeah, something like that. I never seen that though.
that shit's crazy.
Gotta
Shit
watch
is
that. It's going on my
crazy.
list. It's going on my imaginary list that I'm writing on.
I'm like mad at myself. I mentioned that it's all dark in here.
it's pretty it's pretty dark here, but I got a couple dogs next to me that fucking bark at the wind, so if any type of fucking alien tries to get in here, I'll just be like,
But yeah, it's
"Seen you coming, homie."
yeah. See, that's funny. But
Dog's nose.
we were talking about Metal Gear 2, correct?
Yeah, oh, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, Metal Gear 1 is this great movie, great game. Got this great character, Solid Snake, and then Metal Gear Solid 2 comes out. Everybody's excited as fuck. And then you don't even get to play as Metal Gear as Solid Snake.
Yeah,
What a fucking troll job.
yeah. It was pretty messed up, but like
How do I play as Solid Snake in the second one?
um, you got to go to the extra missions.
Is it like the whole game? Is it like a full game? Or is it
Uh,
like a fucking cop out?
there's like okay, there's like three different OVA stories. It's like three or four different OVAs.
OVA, like original video animation?
No, like how they say in like anime, like uh, it's an O, like it's not canon.
OVA, original video animation.
No, not it's not anime. Like
OVA. That's what OVA stands
that's what
for.
OVA stands for.
Yeah, like capital OVA, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's original video animation.
somebody lied to me.
don't worry. I could be wrong. I'm gonna
Somebody
check it out.
told me the wrong intelligence.
Yeah, OVA is like original video animation, where it's like Cowboy Bebop OVA. It's not canon, but it's the characters and stuff like Dragon Ball OVA.
Yeah,
Rurouni Kenshin has a couple OVAs. Oh shit, I'm typing it wrong. Yeah, OVA.
but like it kind of
Integrated
sucks because
video.
it's like they
Dude, it's the plural of ovum. What you said, ova.
yeah yeah
Is that what you're talking about?
yeah that was what I was talking about.
The female reproductive
No,
cell?
that's not what I was.
That's what an ovum is. And ova is multiple ovums.
Um,
You know what I'm saying? Are you talking about
I know
the
all about
clitoris?
those. We could talk about those in another
are, you
podcast,
ta-
but
are you talking about ovaries and the clitoris and
negative,
the uterus
negative, negative.
and the fallopian tubes? Okay, so you're talking about original video animations.
No,
Oh
it's
man,
like a side story that's not canon.
right? But
But
it kind of is
with
because those are his missions while you're
but
playing as Raiden, right?
instead of like doing it with cutscenes, they just give you like pages and pages to read, and then you do whatever your mission is, whatever they program with no cutscene,
This is like fan
and
service
you
for
do
people who are sad.
yeah you do that like three or four times, five times.
Dude, what was his plan? What was Kojima's plan?
You know what? I don't think he had a plan. I think he just kept copying
He
the
couldn't have.
movies, and he just kept because
There was only
place.
two
Okay,
movies.
check
There's
this out.
7 games.
Check this out. PlayStation wants a game like every other year or something, right? So
Yeah.
like he's just been pressured to make a game every so often. Like, oh, you got to make another Metal Gear now. Oh shit! What do I get? Nano machines, like you know what I'm saying? Raiden's a ninja. Fuck it, like
Yeah, yeah. Raiden doesn't have a jaw anymore. It's just made of metal. Not way less cool ninja, dude. I will say though, in Metal Gear Solid, when the cyborg ninja showed up, that was like
that was like
one of the
really
first.
dope. That was super dope.
That was amazing. That never I never seen that in a video game up to that point.
Yeah,
But you see it all the time since. It's lame.
yeah.
But the way they did
But
this,
there
it
was
was
nothing better than that back in the day when that came out.
dude. Well, you had the FAMAS. You would shoot it at him, and he would block all the bullets. Are you
hmm
fucking serious?
You had the hand-to-hand combat to
Yeah,
win.
yeah. And he like snuck around. That was Gray Fox, right?
Yeah,
So they basically turned Gray Fox into a cyborg, and then so
yeah. It
so
doesn't make
so
any
basically,
sense.
so here's my question. Here's my question about. So you said Get Guns of the Patriot, which was number 4, was pretty much just fan service,
Yeah, but yeah, it's fan service, but it's like canon fan service, I guess.
and then Ground Zeroes is like a super short game, right?
Yeah, but
Was that a full
You
price?
play as Big Boss. It was like 40 or some shit.
How long did it take you to
40.
beat that game? It looked like it was short as
Well,
fuck.
the main mission is pretty short. If you don't include the cutscenes, it's super short. Super short.
Like how short? Like 30 minutes?
Yeah, I could beat that shit. I could beat
Yeah,
that
you
shit
just
with
go
it.
up, save Chico, and save Paz,
Yeah, that's
right?
it. But it's like how you want to approach it, you know.
It's like a fucking Aqua Teen Hunger Force episode. Fucking,
Yeah, but the other
fucking
missions are all right. I don't know if all that shit was really justified because there was a lot of shit you couldn't do.
a lot of shit
Um,
you couldn't do.
yeah, like you couldn't put people in trash cans anymore.
That's what I do. I like to put people in trash cans. Dude, when you used to like snap their necks, it was like "Grr, grr, 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 grr." And then you do
Yeah,
it
you used to. That was like one of the best things. You just
yeah,
do, and then you hear it snap. You're like, oh.
yeah.
No, but the worst was, it's crazy because like the shit that was in the demo, that was the only time you ever saw shit like, uh, when you stepped on a puddle and they would be like, "What's that?" And then like they go check it
Yep,
out, or like they'd be like, "Whose footprints are these?" You know, like that was the
yep.
only part of the game that shit happened in.
Oh, they didn't do that shit in other parts of the game?
No,
Oh, so the demo was like way more detailed.
it's like it's crazy. Like some of those mechanics weren't even like through the whole game. I'm trying to think of some
Hmm.
others, but
That that because you don't really run around outside much
yeah,
after you get in, do
yeah,
you?
no. Like you can go
So you
back, but you got to go back anyway because the story makes you go back to go get like an item or something. But
so
there was a secret. It's a
it
secret
seems
quick
like Snake Eater was the only game that he really like really worked hard on
dude.
after
This
after
shit
Metal
had
Gear Solid.
this shit had what do they call it now? Um,
The Ovum.
not that. The fast travel. What was I guess it's
Oh
just fast travel, right?
yeah,
But yeah, that shit had fast travel.
Ground Zeroes.
No, the Metal Gear 1.
No,
So if you remember those trucks that were like chilling,
yeah.
you get a box and the box would say like uh two missile district or some shit, and like
Yeah,
as soon as you get on there, somebody will drive the truck away.
I sort of remember that actually. That game was fucking dope. Now here's the thing: Sons of Liberty, the second game, or was it Sons of the Patriot?
Um, Sons of Liberty,
Sons of Anarchy.
Liberty.
Okay. Oh, and then 4 is Guns of the Patriots. I mixed them up. So it seems like after Sons of Liberty, the second Metal Gear Solid, which I don't know why they called it Metal Gear Solid because Solid Snake's in it for like 13 minutes. He was like fucking lost. Like, what do we do? Like,
Like
he killed.
I turn it to like it's solid like pixels like or it's like solid and like before it was just like Metal Gear like just like
Yeah.
one
So
dimensional.
so then Snake Eater comes out and everybody is like, oh, what happens next? And it's a fucking prequel.
Yeah.
And you're playing as somebody who looks identical to Solid Snake, the guy everybody loves, everybody wants to play as. And for the second game in a row, Solid Snake gets fucking trolled out of having his own fucking shit.
Well, Solid Snake I think has the most games.
No, he's got Metal Gear Solid. Well, I guess if you count the MSX and MSX,
Yeah.
those two. So he has those two. He has Metal Gear Solid, and he has Guns of the Patriot. So 4.
And he has Metal Gear Solid 2.
But he's not. He doesn't. That's Raiden's game.
But you play as him in the beginning.
You play
just
as
like
him
you
for
play
the
as
tutorial.
Just like as you play as Big Boss in Ground Zeroes, and don't play as him in Phantom Pain. It's the same thing.
They lie to you. No, because in
They did
Phantom
that shit on
Pain,
purpose.
in Phantom Pain, though, you think you're playing as Big Boss until the end,
Yeah,
right? So that's not the same as you playing as some fucking blonde guy from a boy band.
that's
Like
true.
you know what I mean? Like
That's true.
you get what I'm saying? Like like there was no question of who you played as in Metal Gear Solid 2. You don't find out who your character truly is in Phantom Pain until the very end. You find out that Big Boss is still in a coma and you're playing as Venom Snake.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's fucked up.
So how many games do you play as Big Boss? Is Metal Gear Solid 3,
Uh,
Peace Walker,
Peace
Ground
Walker,
Zeroes.
Ground Zeroes.
So just those 3, right? And not Phantom Pain.
Yeah, not Phantom Pain.
So at the end of Guns of the Patriot, when like what's his face, Solid Snake is super old, he finds out he's got this evil stuff in him, the genes.
Yeah. Yep.
Big Boss dies, Zero dies, and
I
Solid
guess
Snake's like,
he just wanted to die after Zero. He wanted to kill Zero and then like, okay, that's I'm cool with everything now.
but so what does Solid Snake do at the end of Guns of the Patriot? That's the last one in the chronology, right?
Yeah.
In the timeline, that's like
Unless
the
you want
last.
to count, unless you want to count Metal Gear Rising.
What? I don't. Even though I did play, I played it for like 20 minutes, and I was like, all right, this game is fucking lame. It was literally just hack and slash. There was nothing to it. Just Metal Gears everywhere. Did you play it?
Yeah, I beat it.
Tell me your thoughts. Did you feel like a ninja?
No.
What'd you feel like?
Felt. All right. So first of all, you're a one-eyed, white-haired American ninja
warrior
with
Ninja
cybernetic heels that you can grab your sword with.
Yeah. It's fucking. I have it. I have it on Steam.
It's like Devil May Cry and shit like that.
Yeah, but it's like fan service again. It seems like it doesn't seem like well, Guns of the Patriot. Just a real quick.
Well, it's a different type of game too. It's not like it's.
Oh, it's totally different. Yeah,
it's a total action game.
Yeah. So if you look at like how they dog my man Solid Snake, they give him 2 games where the graphics are terrible.
And they butchered the Nintendo port. The Nintendo port isn't even like real. Somebody else like made that shit.
Then they fucking give him his own game where he's poisoned. Then they give him the second game where you plays him during the fucking tutorial. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That
Yeah,
was the big betrayal. Then Metal Gear Solid 3, they have another guy who's identical to him and isn't him.
but is
So
his
Solid Snake is fucking not even born yet in this game. He's just fucking sneaking
yeah,
around
but
in
this
some
is
fucking
where they got
island.
the genes from.
Yeah. What genes?
Solid Snakes.
Man, that shit. When do you find out that Snake's a clone? Solid Snake.
Um, you find out in Metal Gear One.
Is it Metal Gear 1?
Liquid
That's
tells you
where.
at the end some.
Okay. Dude, do you remember the fight with Liquid on top of the Metal Gear Rex? And he just headbutts you? Like over and over again? That's his thing?
What was that? I'm sorry.
How you fight Liquid at the end.
Oh yeah, it
Uh,
was. It kind of sucked, yo, because the timer's going off. I think Meryl's got a bomb to her chest or some shit, and then you got to fight this dude
Meryl.
barefisted,
Who
one on
who
one.
does the snakes fuck?
They
Which
can't.
women?
I don't think they can't.
They don't have snakes of their own?
No, they're born so that they cannot breed.
Yeah, but breed is one thing. Having sex is another thing.
I think they can, but
So the jury's still out on whether the snakes can get boners.
uh, they might not.
I mean, who knows if even real snakes, like the animal, if they're just
Or maybe they get them
if
all the
they're-
time. That's why Snake lives in Alaska.
Iroquois Pliskin. This is stupid.
No, but
So,
I,
will there be another one?
excuse me.
Will there be another Metal Gear Solid
Uh,
canon?
I don't think so, man. Cause Kojima's not under Konami anymore, and Konami owns that whole shit.
Oh, okay. Well, here's the thing: if they do make a new one, I have an idea, and if anybody like, you can
Do you
take this
like
to the
David
bank.
Hayter's voice though? Because that's the thing. Like people love David Hayter's voice.
I feel like I used to like it. That video you sent me, the one in Peace Walker, the one about Peace Walker with all the comics, that voice sounded terrible.
That was David Hayter. But
That
that's like Big
that's
Boss when he's like 50 or some shit. He's like I think he's like
Yeah, it
50.
sounded weird. It's like he had a fucking had. I like the voice of Solid Snake more than the Big Boss voice.
It's
I
the
guess
same person.
I know it's the same person, but it's not the same.
No, yeah,
How
you're
could it
right.
be the same?
You're right. The
They
Solid
have
Snake
there's
voice is like mad clean. He does
yeah
he does get like grizzly with the boss voice because like that's like the jungle
yeah.
type shit.
He talks like a guy from the 50s. Yeah, he's just like he's like we gotta get the
But
bomb.
yeah, what did you think about Miller? How'd you what are your thoughts
Oh,
on
he's a
Miller?
loser. He's a piece of shit.
Why is he a
He's a little
piece of
bit
shit?
because he dies like a little bitch in his kitchen. Like you gonna die in the kitchen with fucking oven mitts
But
on,
you know
man?
that's like you seen Peace Walker. That's him in Peace Walker.
Who's him in Peace Walker? Oh, that's who helps you out in Peace Walker.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think I get it. Like if they're not going to make oh no, I want to tell you what I think that the next game should be. They find a way to make Solid Snake young again. So he's no longer old. But they don't poison him. And I'm not a millionaire. I'm not the producer guy. You just take it from there. I've given you gold. Just
oh,
make him young.
oh, you want me to roll with it?
No, I'm talking to Konami
Oh,
directly. Got him patched in.
okay.
Why would you fire Kojima? What the fuck else does
I think
Konami?
he was spending too much of their money on development time.
Well, because they're giving him fucking nothing to work with. They're like, hey, just make us another game. We don't give a fuck. Like, well, I'm going to need $100
Because
million
like,
dollars to make it look good.
all right, so check this out, right? I'm gonna lay it on a whole timeline for you. He,
All
he
right.
makes the first one, gets mad money. Automatically, Sony gives him more money to start work on a new one. He starts work on a new one right away, and that's Metal Gear 2, right? But
Yeah. Did
you know, Metal Gear,
was he responsible for the first two? The first two ever?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
And so he's like, all right, like I made this like this. Now I'm gonna explain some beginning shit. So that's Metal Gear 3, and then he
Yeah, he
intends.
goes back in time a little bit. It's just
He,
like, hey, let me explain what the fuck I'm trying to do here.
yeah, of course. He explains like the origin and shit, and he wants that to be the last game, but PlayStation isn't having it, and they're like, "Yo, this
they
shit's
put
already in the bank."
they hold him down. They hold him down by his neck.
Yeah, no,
next to his
no,
food bowl.
I don't, I don't
You
necessarily
make
think
another one.
it's Sony. It could be just Konami. So if
So what you're telling me is Konami held him by his neck, and Sony was pulling his pants down.
mm-hmm, yeah, pretty much,
Gotcha.
and
And he was just like, "I'll make one with Solid Snake. He's just going to be really old." And they're just like, I like
but,
that. I
but you're
like
like,
it."
because remember when that one came out, there was a lot of third person shooters out in the market. So they wanted to capitalize on that market. So they basically told him to make it more of an action game than a stealth game.
Guns of the Patriot,
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid 4. But that game doesn't that game have like 30 hours of like cutscenes?
It's got a lot.
Like I remember that being like the number one, that there was like a 2 hour cutscene at one point.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
they get up there. They get up there.
that's insane.
Yeah, it
What,
is.
what what the fuck's the point of
It's
that?
not
Were they
insane.
good?
It's not insane the first time you're playing it because you're on the edge of your seat. But after that, it's like
W- Was it justified, or was it just like, hey, we don't want to do more gameplay?
I don't think in
We just
four. I
need
don't
to
think in
make 10
four it was
movies.
justified. I think they had the one song they played every single time. Like it was one of those
Dude, I
like
fucking
it was
hate
one of
when
those movies back in the day that had one theme, but they played
yep.
that one theme throughout the whole movie.
Dude, they do that in like TV shows. Like they'll have a song that they play every fucking episode through the fucking whole season. The
Yeah.
Leftovers did that. I don't know if you ever seen that shit.
Nah. You have to peep that.
Yo, so all right. I don't know. I feel like I've learned a lot about
Yeah.
Metal Gear.
Yeah.
We're at about an hour 20 or hour 10. I think that's pretty good.
Did
What do you think? You got more information? You got any more information? I got a couple more questions.
okay, yeah, yeah.
So question number 1. In the next Metal Gear Solid, do you think they'll go to space?
If they do go to
Metal Gear
if
Space.
they do go to space, then it would be through the boss's eyes because she went to space.
Who the fuck wants to play as her? Get the fuck out of here. What is Outer Heaven? Haven.
Uh, it's like
It's just like a fucking island
it's
that like snakes like our big boss is like, hey, I want to train soldiers here just so they can be soldiers.
yeah, pretty much. They become mercenaries and shit for hire. Doesn't it just like as long as you got the money, they'll do the job.
Yeah. Okay. What was that? I got one more. What is MSF? Why is it created?
That shit that was in the Caribbean. It was built off of some old CIA factory. I forget what it was at first, but it was like some factory that they built from working with the KGB. Did the KGB give them that? Yeah, the KGB gave them that.
KGB.
It it gets
KGB.
ridiculous.
She was the justice that just passed away, right?
No,
Yeah, she was like the Supreme Court
Ruth
justice.
Bader
KGB just
Bader
passed away.
Ginsburg or whatever.
So KGB stands for kill or Kentucky Ginsburg.
What?
Kentucky Ginsburg Bader. That's who we're talking about, right? We're talking about Kentucky Ginsburg.
No, dude. No.
I thought that was her nickname in the Supreme Court was Kentucky Ginsburg. Yo, I did on the other podcast I did with Nick. uh, it was right after she died. She was cool. She did a lot of awesome stuff. Like she was a super intelligent woman. She broke through a lot of barriers, a lot of Bader barriers, and
Yeah.
I was like, we should do a moment of silence. And when we did the moment of silence, I just like played the sound of a heavy machine gun shooting.
Oh shit.
Give her a 21 gun salute. It was pretty
Wow.
funny. I was sweating. I was laughing so hard. I couldn't keep it together. Whatever.
Yeah.
But
So so the only thing
yeah,
I'm worried about right now is my shit says 57 minutes because I was in the I guess I was in the ops menu for mad long and I exited out of it and that's when the count started for me.
yeah, it's at 57 minutes.
Okay, because you said it
We've
was
been
like
record. Yeah, no, because we got the other 20 minutes. Remember from the other time we recorded.
okay, got you. I
Yeah.
would hope this site wouldn't be that retarded to not be live when I'm in the ops menu.
No, you're good. No, everything's good. You'll understand why I cut it together. I think it's a good Metal Gear Solid episode. I don't think I've ever heard a better Metal Gear Solid.
I think there's more stuff too, honestly.
Like what? Like what didn't we cover? I
Uh,
mean, the actual storyline of the individual games, yeah.
yeah, we did. Um, let's see. Did you like Metal Gear 4?
I didn't play it.
Huh?
I never played it.
Oh,
I just I didn't have a PS3.
yeah, because that's the only system you can play that shit on.
I played it. I went Metal Gear, I went Metal Gear Solid. I actually played the Metal Gear on Game Boy. The port or whatever.
It's similar. That's kind of like playing. Well, it's not really. I don't know. I
Well,
seen gameplay. It didn't look bad.
yeah, that was the first one I played. And then Metal Gear Solid, played that. Metal Gear Solid 2. I didn't play Metal Gear
Did
Solid
they remake
3,
it for Game Boy Advance?
something like that. But then Metal Gear Solid 4 came out, but I had an Xbox 360.
Okay.
I wasn't getting the PS3.
Yeah.
PS3 was for people who smoke meth.
Oh shit.
That's just what I heard.
No, I had a
And
PS3.
then, do you smoke meth?
No, dude, I was doing good.
Somebody lied to me.
Nah.
Someone's telling fibs. So you got anything else? You want to discuss some more MGS? You want to end here? What do you think?
Um, I hate saying I feel like an idiot.
Nah, it's fine. I say and like all the time. It's just the way humans speak.
Yeah, it is the way
We
humans.
got too much going on. See, I don't hear it. I don't hear it when you say it.
You know,
And I don't think
I think
you
I should
hear it when
go
I say
through
it.
like uh. Okay, so I went through some of the timeline, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. So the boss encounters Naked Snake and trains him in combat in the outbreak of the Korean War. So that's when Snake met the boss. Oh, let's see. They take her to space, yo, and she gets like mad irradiated because she was like the first woman in space, but I think like the capsule broke or some shit, and when she fell, she had to go to the hospital for mad long. She met that chick,
Who?
the boss,
Oh,
and that's when like Naked Snake thinks like she abandoned him and shit.
yeah.
And then they go on that mission and she defects to the Soviet Union. But it was really part of the mission, and they make him kill her, and
Yeah.
that's what makes him mad salty.
Yeah, he does get mad salty. So does Solid Snake ever lose an eye? Or is he the only one who keeps his eyes?
He's the only one who keeps his eyes. It's crazy.
Well, how does Solidus lose his eye?
Uh, he was in a helicopter, and I think Raiden shot a missile at him, and he bumped his head on the thing.
Get the fuck out of here.
He's like, oh,
I was like so excited. I thought after this podcast we were gonna I was gonna go buy all this shit and play through Metal Gear Solid and neglect all my work and just play Metal Gear because I needed to play it. And now I'm just like, I'm getting like these little pearls of information from you that makes me think that this guy just like smoked a shitload of weed and just fucking made Metal Gear Solid games.
Yeah, I don't. It's crazy. And then in the fourth one he explains everything with just nanomachines, and then you just sit there and you're like, nanomachines.
Now, for all of you who don't know what nanomachines are, they're tiny machines that you pay to watch your children when you're working, also known as nanny machines.
I think you're getting the translation a little wrong.
I'm not even going to bring up the ovum. It's funny. You heard the word segue, right? You've heard of the word segue before, right? Like, oh, that's a nice segue.
Yeah, I would never ride on one.
Yeah, okay. Well, there's also you use the word oh, that's a nice segue to the next conversation. Like, oh, we could segue to this.
Isn't that fourth wall breaking the segue?
I don't know.
Is it?
Are you talking about the fucking thing that you ride on still, or
no
segue? Because I guess you could break a wall. It depends on how, one of those wooden Japanese walls is made out of paper. But segue. The whole reason I'm telling you this is I'm trying to segue to me telling you what a segue is. This woman who I've known for a while, she's super smart. She's a super high level employee at her company. She's in her
it's a
50s.
Segway company?
No. She pronounces it Sedgway. And it fucking threw me off when she said it, but I didn't want to correct her because I don't want to be that guy. I'm like, I'm not going to correct a fucking grown-ass woman.
3,000 other people that let her slide. I'd rather be that.
Let her slide. She's like, yeah, it's a good Sedgway. And I'm like, nah. I'm like, she's fucking with me. She's got to be fucking. But I don't think she's that diabolical to where she would mispronounce a word. We've talked on the phone for hours.
People.
I'm gonna get her on one of the podcasts. We're gonna start displaying some people on our podcast, start shouting out to some books and stuff like that. We could do that after we launch. We don't have to go corporate right away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't have to start making fucking fan service games.
I know what you're saying.
Fuck. Well, no. If you don't got anything else, I think we could wrap it up. Start talking about future games, future episodes.
Yeah. Or we could I don't know. We'll do another part if you ever play another game, and then we'll want your
we'll bounce back, because I bet you what would happen is if we have any type of success.
Did I ask you what your opinions were on Peace Walker? Did I ask you that?
Oh, it was awesome. That whole movie thing was fucking
great.
Did
that have you on the edge of your seat or no?
I mean, no, but
I guess
I liked it.
When I was 10, I was on the edge of my seat.
You were only 10 when that came out? Get the fuck out of here.
It came out, but it was more than
that came out after Metal Gear Solid 3 though, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. No, I think what I was saying is if we ever have any type of success, or we have some fucking fanboys up on our shit, oh my god, they talked about Metal Gear Solid and they didn't even speak about the Patriots, or that Otacon.
See, that's what I'm saying.
700 years old.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Like Otacon's like a 28-year-old dude in Metal Gear
A
Solid, but
loser.
he's like fucking 60 in fucking what's it called? Peace Walker.
No, that's his fucking great granddad or some shit.
Get the fuck out of here. It's not the same Otacon?
No.
Oh, these people are monsters.
Everybody
Dude,
looks
that
the
was
same as the.
yeah, dude. That's what I like the most is that like the clones and stuff. They keep making the same mistakes. They're like the same person, but they keep going through the same struggles, and they're trying to keep recreate. That stuff's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They're trying to keep recreating this cycle for. I guess the goal is to keep controlling the money and have the perfect soldier and continue saving all the money, right?
Well, like that's the world. That's like the world economy in the fourth one. It's just nothing but military. Like military runs the world.
Yeah.
It's fucked
So
up.
what? All right. So I'm going to have to do more research before we do another part of this. However, I am excited for a Pokemon episode part 2 and a Final Fantasy 7 part 2
Oh wow.
because I'm going to play Final Fantasy 7 remake.
Oh okay.
And dude, ever since we talked Pokemon, I've been wanting to go back and play.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, dude. Pokemon draws me back like every like 8 months,
Okay.
and I play like 500 hours
It feels
when
like
I
that's
fucking
like
put it
me and
on.
the Dreamcast. Like every couple of months, I'm like, yeah, let
I
me.
gotta get that shit set up. I gotta get that set up on so I can be playing Dream. We can be playing Dreamcast,
Dude, it's pretty cool, man. And
dude.
they just had a tournament. I could send you the tournament too, and so you could see.
Send it to me. Yeah, I want to watch it because that'll get me hyped up for it. I was talking to Grehan and I was talking to his buddy Mahoney, who did the Final Fantasy VII episode with us. They want to start. Well, I suggested it that we start streaming video games, like playing together,
Yeah.
and we need a fourth person. But I think that person is you, Ted,
Okay.
and then we could have a 4-piece, and then we could stream. The four of us can stream because we have all four of us will have the gear for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I have my gear
But
for.
but they want to stream emulators. They want to stream like
See, that's what I can't do.
why not?
Well,
You,
okay, so
you got to use OBS.
I could. Well, I don't have a port for that that would go into this computer. No, I do, but
Isn't it just USB or like HDMI?
yeah, I can.
We can figure it out. We can get you hooked up.
Uh,
We're gonna try it for a
I
couple of
think
months from
I
now.
can. I just like if I do it with Dreamcast, then it's like a little gets a little wavy. It's a little weird.
Yeah, I got you.
But
Well, what's his face? Mahoney knows like how to optimize the programs and stuff like that to make sure it works better.
yeah, I don't have like a
It's pretty.
capture for like my laptop itself.
Ooh, damn. I think you.
Like I have
No,
shit
there's
for,
something
like
called OBS. Do you know what OBS
I
is?
got OBS, but that has like you could record on the desktop and shit with that.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. We're all going to talk about it.
got you.
Because I would definitely because I've been wanting to stream with you since we had that talk since we started this shit. That was like try and do those things coincide because like yo, how great would it be if our podcast gets a couple of listeners and they're just and then we start streaming and all those motherfuckers watch us play video
Yeah,
games.
dude, I used to fucking stream a lot more. I used to.
Yeah, it's something I want to do. I'm gonna do it as like a cartoon.
Dude, that's gonna be so fucking ridiculous.
I think I'm gonna be a cartoon dragon.
That's so ridiculous.
Yeah, it's great, right? It's a
Sir,
fucking solid idea. I don't want to show my face. Fuck that.
okay.
But hey, what games you play this week? What
Um,
games you planning to play?
planning.
What's coming out? What's coming to come out?
I don't know, man. Something that's on sale that I want to buy, but I don't know what I want to buy.
Dude, I've I don't know why. I'm trying to buy this new desk, and I feel like I don't want to game until I have my new desk because it's like a standing desk type deal.
You know what, dude? I realized none of that shit even matters when you're immersed in the game.
Dude, I love getting immersed in the game, and I realize, oh, I've been standing for 2.5 hours. and it's like healthier. You know what I'm saying? Like not sitting down the whole time.
Yeah, I feel you.
So gaming is like perfect. But this fucking desk is like $350.
Yeah, fuck that. Build your own.
This shit, like you press buttons and it rises and goes up and down and stuff.
Fudge.
It's fucking dope. I'm gonna send it to you. You're gonna be like, wow, it's a nice desk.
Gotcha.
It's a nice ovum.
Build it yourself?
Not really. You got to put it together, yeah.
Okay.
But it's like I've kind of wanted this shit for a long time, dude. My desk now is made out. I did build the desk that I have now.
That's always awesome.
Time to upgrade. Get that stimulus money.
Yeah, that's true.
Give me that Republican money. Dude, wow. Guess what comes up pretty soon?
What's that?
September 29th.
A what?
September 29th, the first presidential debate. J Bide versus T Rump.
Wow.
It's gonna be a fucking shit show. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna play video games during that. I've been playing Splatoon pretty hard. I think I'm gonna keep playing it. I'm trying to like upgrade my shit.
Yeah.
And then I think when what's it called comes out, the beep boop beeps.
Did you get the Mario?
Survivalist. Yeah, oh yeah, I got it. It's fucking awesome.
You should buy another copy, before they stop selling that.
I got digital. I don't give a fuck.
No, buy a physical copy and watch the price raise.
So you think they're really not going to sell that shit after fucking March?
I don't know. Nintendo's crazy. They're full of crazy people. You know how old
everybody and their mother's going to have the game. Nobody's going to fucking... That shit... People are going to end up with fucking 3 copies of the game and it ain't going to be worth shit. They're going to fucking get emulators. They're going to say, fuck Nintendo.
Crazier than I thought.
Huh?
Nintendo, you're crazier than I thought.
I hope. I mean, I know it's a great sales tactic, but you can only do it with a game like that, with a series like Mario. Listen,
I feel like buying a copy. I don't even own the system.
I'm gonna let you borrow my Switch. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna let you borrow my Switch. I'm gonna one day a game's gonna come out on my girl's Switch. We're gonna buy it on her Switch.
We got 2 Switches.
Well, I didn't always. I actually met her the weekend that I got a Nintendo Switch, and I found out she had a Nintendo Switch, and I was like, okay, you are worthy.
Wow.
Yeah. Those words came out of my mouth. But, yeah, so that's my plan, is that I'll get a game on the Switch or I'll get a game on the PC. And then I'll let you borrow mine so you can play Zelda, so you can play Splatoon, so you can play the Marios.
Word.
All that shit. It's going to be a concentrated week. You're going to have to treat it like a vacation.
Yeah. I'll have to work hard.
Yeah. You're going to have to have a very itemized schedule.
Like a secret agent on a vacation.
Secret agent vacation. All right. That's good. We are going to end there because I'm sweating.
Wow.
It's hot.
It's a lot of knowledge.
I want to watch.
A lot of knowledge.
Gotta put the mic down. Like Kanye says, gotta put the mic down.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
Gotta do it. I think we should say goodbye. Next week, I think we're gonna talk about Fallout. Yes.
Ooh.
Fallout comes up with our buddy Bert. So that's it for this episode of High End Gaming. Make America Mexico again.
That's what I always say.
Yeah, I stole it from you.
Make America Mexico again, please.
Please.
Peace.
Thank you. Peace.